Hey, this is Coach Taylor with Totem Pole Nation, rocking the new Totem Pole jacket. And this is Life Lessons Podcast. Coach Bald won't be here today. He's got some business he's got to take care of. We want to talk a little bit about NFL free agency. Busy day. I start off with those quarterbacks that were taken. First off, Russell Wilson goes to the Steelers. And many of y'all that watch us know how we feel about the state of Virginia. And Russell Wilson being from Virginia and Mike Tomlin being from Virginia. So we're excited about the opportunity that Russell has with the Steelers. And, will he be the day one starting quarterback? I'd say so. Kenny Pickett was the starter, and by the end of the year, he wasn't starting anymore. So they brought him there for a reason. The second big-name quarterback is Kirk Cousins. I used to be a Redskin fan. I remember when the Redskins drafted Kirk Cousins in the same draft that they drafted RG3. That was kind of weird. But somebody must have liked Kirk Cousins. Somebody must have liked RG3. Kirk Cousins going to the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see, Raheem Morris is the head coach. I don't know who the OC is. But Kirk Cousins he's a good enough quarterback. He's good enough to win games. He's good enough to make the playoffs. Is he good enough to win a Super Bowl? We'll see. Coach Bald, how's it going? Had to do this one without my partner in crime, the Coach Bald. Good morning, Coach. Talking a little bit about NFL free agency. Hey, how you doing, Dale? Good morning, brother. Coach Ball, what do you think about NFL free agency? Touched on Russell Wilson in the Sierra show coming to the East Coast. This is the first time he's been to the East Coast since NC State. And he played his last year at Wisconsin. But he was at Seattle, then he was at Denver. Now he's going to Pittsburgh. Kirk Cousins going to the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons had who? Desmond Ridder and what's our guy's name? Taylor Heineke. So I think they got a good enough quarterback. They got an NFL starting quarterback, a guy who's established in the NFL. Tyrod Taylor got signed by the Jets. Yeah, the Virginia connection in Pittsburgh, we talked about that with Mike Tomlin and, with Russell Wilson. Tyrod Taylor got signed by the Jets. Tyrod's from Virginia. I guess Tyrod's going to be the backup. People love Tyrod. Everywhere Tyrod Taylor goes, he's never really had the opportunity to start. He was supposed to start for the Chargers, but then they drafted Justin Herbert. He's good enough. He's a good enough backup quarterback. He's a great guy. He's like a coach. He's smart. His high school coach he played for is a Hall of Famer. 15 state championships at Hampton High. Frank Beamer, his college coach, is a college football Hall of Famer. And he's had nothing but a good career in the NFL. He's been a career backup pretty much, but he gets it done. And when he gets in there, he makes plays. So Tyrod's always been a baller. Coached against him when he was a sophomore in high school. We got lucky enough to beat him. Saquon. Saquon kind of shook it up a little bit yesterday. Everywhere he goes, they end up with a franchise quarterback. Yeah. So he's not a guy that's going to tear down the team. He's a guy that's going to make the team better. Those guys from the Giants said he's like one of the best human beings that they've ever met. He was so helpful to all those quarterbacks with the Giants, and that's the type of guy that you want. That's a life lesson. Tyrod Taylor is a great man, and we're proud to say he's from Virginia. So, how do you have longevity in any career? Treat people how you want to be treated, and I think that's what Tyrod's done. Saquon Barkley, he kind of switched it up yesterday. The Giants and the Eagles, they hate each other. And now Saquon has gone to the Eagles. So they lost DeAndre Swift. Coach Bald, where did DeAndre Swift go? I'll have to look that up. DeAndre Swift signed with somebody. Austin Eckler went to the Commanders. Okay. Yeah. Go Redskins. Gotta love the Redskins. Gardner Minshew on the move. Las Vegas has added the stash. Mike Leach's quarterback at Washington State. Let's see, Gus Edwards. Saquon going to the Eagles, wow. Man, I thought that Jalen Hurts was hurt at the end of the year. He really couldn't run. Tampa Bay, they was just bringing so much pressure. Cover zero, max blitz all the time, Todd Bowles. And, it's Saquon, having him in the backfield. What's up, funny, playful pup? Having him in the backfield with Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown and Deontay Smith. The Eagles, they got some weapons. And on defense, they got some dudes, man. Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter. Those are some bad chickens, man, on that defense. So I look forward to watching the Eagles, even though I used to be a Redskin fan. But I think a lot of these Giants fans are hurt. Tiki Barber, who's a TV guy now, I guess, said that he's dead. He's dead to him. Like, wow. Come on, Tiki. You're a UVA guy, man. You're from Roanoke, Virginia, Cave Springs. That I guess he feels betrayed. Now, that's probably being overdramatic, what Tiki said. But these Giants fans are, feel some type of way about Saquon leaving and going to the Eagles. But he's got to do what's best for himself and his family. And those running backs, they don't have a long shelf life. So you can't blame them. So, just looking through here, is there any more of the big ones that I missed? Chris Jones re-signed with the Chiefs. I know that. He's a big-time player. The Vikings signed Sam Darnold. Wow. Sam Darnold is still around, man, and he's making $10 million a year. We already said Tyrod went to the Jets. The Panthers continue to overhaul their entire offensive line. That's good. My life lesson, always dress sharp for court. It may be the last time you can wear what you want to. That's good. Good life lesson. My life lesson, Coach Bald. Always dress sharp for court. It may be the last time you can wear what you want to. So, offensive guard John Simpson went to the Jets. The Bengals released Joe Mixon. They signed Zach Moss. King Henry is available. Where do you think King Henry? MK, what's the deal? What you think about Russell Wilson? Russell Wilson is going to your Pittsburgh Steelers. Is he the answer? Is he the answer at the quarterback position for the Steelers? Man, I'm yawning. The Patriots add a quarterback. They traded Mac Jones to Jacksonville. That's weird. Mac Jones is from Jacksonville. So I guess they're figuring this guy wants to go back to his hometown and be a backup quarterback. Learn from Trevor Lawrence, and if Trevor gets hurt, he'll get a shot, I guess. Flacco and Tannehill are available. I'm sure somebody will pick him up eventually. Jacoby Brissett went back to the Patriots. Texans poached former Titans linebacker. Aziz Al-Ashar. Austin Eckler, that's the weirdest one to me. Austin Eckler. He's 28. His running back coach, his head coach at the Chargers, Anthony Lynn, now is coaching the Commanders, so that probably has something to do with it. Lions trade for cornerback Carlton Davis with the Bucks. And if there's any that I missed, Patriots released Devontae Parker, wide receiver. All right, so life lessons for the day. Dress good for court. It might be the last time that you get to wear what you want to wear. And, MK, do you have your quote for the day? My life lesson. See, I've been learning about. I just listened to Dick Gregory's book. You Don't Know Dick. It was on an audio book on iTunes. It was great. That's a Washington move for sure. Which move? To get Austin Eckler? To get has-been players like you're collecting cards? The teams that didn't make deals or sign guys, they're going to get somebody in the draft. So, the Commanders must got their guy. Did the Commanders move down? Did they move their picks? I don't know. I've started listening to some guy talk about branding. And your brand is your reputation. And our brand is Totem Pole Nation. We're the low man on the totem pole. And we fight for the low man on the totem pole. I have not heard back from Tim Tebow or any of Tim Tebow's representatives. Now, you go to his website, it asks for you to give money. It asks for you to fill out this thing, to send an email to some congressman, but haven't heard anything from him. Waiting to hear from his foundation. Even in your darkest days, God is always there to offer you sunshine. You just have to be willing to see it. That was the one thing that Dick Gregory said in his latest book, the one he came out with before he died, was you got to unplug. He said when he was shining shoes in St. Louis as a boy, a bar fight would break out. Guys would be pulling out knives. Guys would be beating guys' heads against the wall. The owner of the joint would jump over the bar and run right to the jukebox and unplug it. He said that's when he realized that there was something coming out of that music. There's a frequency. Coach Ball knows what I'm talking about. MK, what a beautiful, beautiful quote. Sometimes you got to unplug. Sometimes you got to unplug just to see the light, to see your blessings, like MK says. So, Totem Pole Nation, we're here to 1, change lives. 2, help others. 3, to build champions and great Americans. And all of our brothers and sisters in other countries, we love you too. And, tomorrow, Coach Bald will be back, hopefully. Hopefully, he will be back, all right, because have a great day, MK. Great advice for you're such an asset to us. Coach Bald. MK, if you get your mom or your dad to contact me at Coach Troy Taylor on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, if you get your parents to contact me, I will send you a totem pole hat. All right, but your folks got to contact me and say they're okay with it. Me sending you this, all right? So hit me up anywhere on Totem Pole Nation, at Totem Pole Nation, or at Coach Troy Taylor, and I'll send you a hat. Yeah, just get your folks to contact me, and let me know that it's okay and give me your address, and I'll mail it today. I'll go to the post office and I'll send that thing. Coach Ball just got his mailed to him. Coach Lambeau just got his, and I think Coach Tom's will get his today when I go down to Dinwiddie. And then, actually he won't, because I think Coach Tom's is sick. And then Matt Pat will get his when Lambeau goes down to the ACC tournament. So this is Life Lessons Podcast. We love you. Coach Bald will be back tomorrow. Shout out to St. Pete Rejuvenate. Shout out to Totem Pole Nation. We love you. Peace.